Alright, so set your compass or directional, whatever you want to call it. Southeast. Little pointers, obviously the north direction. I don't know if I should have mentioned that earlier, but so yeah, we get random money. See, like if you just mash the square button and search everywhere, you're gonna find something most of the time. So I mean, that's pretty nice. That was an easy 1500 Gela that I just picked up just by searching randomly. But yeah, here's the ruins of memory. Alright, right here we have SPARTOIs. On their own, they're not terribly difficult. You'll see a few random encounters later on in this dungeon where they're paired up with these things called blue books. And they cast, basically, this game's equivalent of haste on the SPARTOIs, and that gives them this, it gives them higher turn order because of the speed, the reflex increase, and it also gives them like an access to a different attack, a much more powerful attack than their regular hit. Alright, so as you saw the critical hit skill that I gave Clive there for his medium. I will be changing that soon, though. I think there was a battle that was giving me trouble with poison, so I ended up switching the skill points to poison immunity. And like a fool, Virginia lowers her guard and decides to trust Janus here. I mean, I don't know, he seems trustworthy, I guess. I mean, he only tried robbing the train and killing us, but you know, everyone deserves a second chance. And we, rest assured, we definitely need their help getting through. Even though it shows them technically joining our party, unfortunately there's no battles that involve all 7 of us, you know, partaking. I got a little excited when I first played. I was like, oh wow, I get to actually play as them. But nope, unfortunately not. Can't even switch the party members, although you wouldn't really want to. I mean, obviously you want to focus on the main 4 that you have. I just thought that'd be really cool if like all 7 of them were out. Alright, so you're gonna want to switch to Jet. Boomerang the little switch there. I don't think I should really have to explain most of these puzzles. You got the torches here. Use Gallows to wipe them all out with his doll. I mean, especially early on in the game, the puzzles are very self-explanatory. You see something breakable like glass, you just lay some bombs out to break the glass, and then you have that little pressure switch there. You're going to want to move this box onto there. It's fairly simple, straightforward puzzles. But this is the first dungeon when we have all 4 party members, really. So they're gonna make you like utilize all of them. As you see, I keep switching between people. and eventually it'll get a lot more intricate as far as involving like all the different tools that the party members can use. Alright, so I was just rotating the camera just to show you that's where we entered. That was the same room. Alright, Gallo card. I'm pretty sure the only use for the Gallo card is you just sell it and you get like, what, 1,000 Gallo, I think? The only thing I can really compare that to is if anyone's ever played Dark Cloud. There's these gold bullions, I think that's what they're called, like gold bars, and you can buy them for the same price. It costs 1,000, and then you can sell them for 1,000. That's basically what the Gallo card is. It's just easy money. You just sell it for fast cash. Alright, so this guy, he's weak to ice. That's all I really wanted to analyze him for. This is the battle that I had trouble with, I'm pretty sure. With Clive there. If not this one, then it was the same enemy. I remember getting poisoned, and it was very annoying. Okay, maybe it wasn't this one. Yeah, like, I kept getting poisoned. It was just Clive. And as soon as I used an antidote on him, okay, it's not this one. So yeah, as soon as I used an antidote on him, they just poisoned him again. So it's like, I basically wasted a turn. Yeah, the critical hit skill is very useful, especially for someone like Clive. It's like, you just like one-shot pretty much anything. Because the critical hit chance is just so high when you max it out, it's like... I mean, it's not so high, but it's a lot... It becomes a lot more frequent. He's not particularly low on health, but I felt like healing him anyway. Yeah, see, there's another critical hit. Sometimes it's just a good idea to heal. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm switching the turn order for Gallows first. I'm pretty sure that's because I wanted to get the heal out first. I don't normally switch turns like that. I was just trying it out. I forget why exactly I did it. I think it's just because I didn't want to have to heal her to full and then have her get attacked. I don't know. I guess that was my way of thinking. Alright, so you just blow up the statue. Step on the switch. I think there was like an item in one of the bookcases there that you could see. I forget though. Growth eggs. I'm pretty sure those are used to raise your gauge up there in the top left. I missed with boomerang. Okay, there we go. I don't have any duplicators. That chest there, if you have a duplicator, that's what you want to use it on. There, maybe that might have actually been what was in the bookcase there. There's a lot of things I forgot about. Okay, yeah, this is the game. This is the battle where Clive kept getting poisoned. That's, yeah, like, I use Virginia to get the antidote on him, which is probably not the smartest idea, because he could always just poison him again, which you will see in a second. So, like, I cure the poison, and then Jet goes. He counters, and then all of a sudden, Toxic Breath again on Clive. So it's just like, I wasted Virginia's turn. Not that she's like a heavy hitter or anything, but that's damage that she still could have done. Luckily we kill him before the poison can do much more damage anyway. So, I don't know. It annoys me a little bit. Like, as soon as you use an item to cure something, you just get that status ailment again, like right away. So, I go into the medium and I reset the critical hit. Give him full immunity to poison, and just a little bit into critical hit again. I see, I get rid of the blue flame. I thought you could go in between the torches, but you can't, so. Okay, yeah, this battle. Now there's blue books here. They will use, I think it's Turbulence. They have the same spells as the water medium, the one that Gallows has. Quicken, that's what it is. Oh, that's actually, they can use the water spell, but, they can also use those which are from what Jet has, the Gale Claw. So yeah, Geist Gust, that's the move that they can use now. And it does a lot more damage than their normal attacks, so, I go ahead and analyze the book. I see it's weak to fire, although their hit points are pretty low. So honestly, you could just shoot them as, you know, you can shoot them normally, and that will usually do the trick. But I decided to use the elemental weakness, just to kind of like show it off. Yeah, see, now they're using an ice spell. And a water spell, so like, I don't know their full spell list, but they can at least use those three. Actually 4, because I see one of them use Decelerate, I think, in this battle. So yeah, remember, if you kill an enemy using a spell like that, like an elemental spell, you'll get a gem of that element. So I mean, that's, if you can do it, try and do it. If you can kill an enemy, like if they're only if they're weak though, like there's really no point if you're just like casting spells randomly. If your guns can do the talking. Yeah, Decelerate, there we go. I think those are the only 4 spells that they can use. Yeah, see, Jet just shot him and he was dead, so yeah, we get a fire gem from killing that first one with Cremate. I see, I light that on fire again. Platform goes up. And here we are. Janus, being the man of the group, goes up to it and just snatches it. Wow, what a shock. He double-crossed us. Didn't see that coming at all. Then again, I've played the game, so I guess I did see it coming, but, I mean... The third one seems to be in the hands of a certain drifter. So, hint hint, we may be running into them. Jet may have an idea of who that could be. He doesn't know them personally, but Trinity, what's that? It's basically their super move, although it's not overly super, but you'll see it. I love this boss music so much. This is probably like my favorite piece from the soundtrack of this game. I don't know what it is. I love it though. Alright, so here, if you attack either Romero or Dario, Janus is just going to spam heal berries on them. In a later battle that we'll have with him, you want to do the exact opposite. See, in this one you want to only attack Janus, and other ones you don't want to attack Janus, because he'll just swap places with Dario and Romero. I couldn't remember which battle he does that in, so I just like... Yeah, there's the Trinity. Poor Clive. Yeah, I couldn't remember which battle he does that in, and I thought it was this one, but apparently not. So I just like went all out and attacked Romero. But I guess, I at least in doing that, I can show you what happens. Even though that's not what I wanted to do, but you know what happens. Alright, so now this time we want to all go in on Janus, or I say Janus, I don't know how to pronounce it really. So, I've heard some people say Janus. I personally say Janus. I don't know, Janus seems a little more feminine, I guess. I don't know, that's just me though. And so he'll climb up from that Trinity. So you just want to keep shooting Janus. That's all you really want to do. And that little sound there indicates that he's been defeated. Or defeated, rather. So yeah, he just kind of leaves his friends out to dry. So yeah, once Janus has gotten this is a pretty easy battle. Just, you know, focus one and just take him out. Honestly, looking back on this, I probably should have gone for Dario first because Romero, he keeps raising his evasion, so occasionally you'll miss with some of your bullets. So, yeah, see there, I forgot to reload. Yeah, so he dodged that. Whereas if I had gone for Dario, yeah, see, I almost decided to go all in on Dario, but I figured I started with Romero, I might as well finish it. And plus Dario keeps doing more damage. it's really not that much. You shouldn't really be in any danger. Then again, I tend to take a lot of the random encounters, so like that's kind of like grinding, but not really. A lot of people try to avoid them at all costs, but it's always nice to get any experience you can get, especially for the next boss battle that we have with Janus. You're definitely going to want to be prepared for that. So many times I tried before playing this game years ago, and I always got stuck on that one battle, and it was very frustrating. It was just a simple matter of being underleveled. So like if you just keep leveled up, then you should be fine for most battles. All right, so Romero finally goes down. Now we can focus Dario. He should go down pretty soon. Yeah, I decided to use Fragile on him just for the hell of it. Although I don't think he even gets it in. I'm pretty sure he gets killed before. No, maybe not. Yeah, I cancel. Okay. Inertia canceling. Sometimes you'll get a chance to do something called inertia cancel. You'll see this little bar. As soon as your character is performing an action, like that right there. If you saw Virginia, there's a little right there too with Gallus. It'll say cancelable. You just hit circle, and you'll lose some force power, but you can stop mid-turn and change your action. Which, as you saw right there, Clive was going to use Fragile. I decided to shoot him instead. Now he's dead. But yeah, it can be very useful. It's something you want to use sparingly, because, like I said, you lose force power, so your options are going to be slightly less than what they were, unless you have like 100 force power or something. Even then, you can't really do everything. So yeah, just use it strategically, I guess, is what I'm saying. Alright, so we're heading back for Jolly Roger, it looks like. Gonna look for some more leads. Alright, so mash the square, look for stuff. We find a sign here. I try reading it and I fail at it because I'm not actually in front of the sign. See, the sign was just talking about sometimes it's really good to use the Gamma coin as soon as you find it, like in a chest. So like the chest is basically the save point, you know what I mean? I typically don't do that, although it is a very good idea and I do recommend it if you have an excess of coins. Alright, so I head back into the bar here. Alright, she has really nothing useful, but then I remember I should probably stay the night. Recover my vitality and encounter gauges. And I head back outside. I save. And that's the end of this segment, at least. I will see you guys in the next episode, alright? I'll see you guys later.